Hello, welcome to the Medium Games semifinals. Medium Games is a tournament for players who have medium ratings. As it turns out, my rating is the higher end of the pool, and I've made it to the semifinals, playing against Mollo8, who's also a good player. So I will show the kingdom. So Village is city quarter, which is quite expensive. Guild Hall can gain you coffers, so you can do stuff with Guild Hall. But I think because there's goons, you want to play with city quarters. It's just really tough to increase your hand size with that. If you're getting attacked with goons every turn, you've got 3 cards, you play city quarters. If you have 2 actions, you draw 2, you're at 4 cards. Play some cantrips. You have to have no treasures in that deck. Mostly no treasures in that deck to make it work. But the goons is worth so many points that it seems like that's winning. So I'm going to open Double Urchin, try to get in with the mercenaries. Guild Hall is interesting. You can consider at some point, sometimes you buy extra coppers with goons, and in the case of buying extra coppers with goons, you would get coffers out of those. So I only have 3 here. I think I'm going to go, I could go second urchin, third urchin to try to collide my urchins, or I could go a fisherman to give me a little bit more economy. I think I'm going to try the fisherman. Also, when you buy the city quarters, it's complicated because it puts you in debt, so probably you won't be able to pay off that debt until the next turn. So there's a question of when you do this. And it looks like they didn't collide their urchins either, which is good. I'll get the third urchin now. So unless I draw my urchin with the next card, I'm guaranteed to collide them in one of the next 2 turns. Get the mercenary, start trashing. Inventor is normally a very powerful card. Here I'm not so sure. Oof. Well, I didn't collide my urchins this turn, but I got a goons, so not going to complain about that one. And then I collide here. So this is really nice. I can already consider maybe getting in that city quarters on this turn to give me the plus action. It's not going to be a very good plus action yet, but I'll have 2 terminals, the mercenary and the goons. Goons you really want to be buying like peddlers. Those should cost 0, so that'll be nice. Like your first buy can be a fisherman. So this is 2. So I'm strongly considering getting the city quarter. Giving up 1 turn. If I play my goons, I'm not going to be able to. If I buy goons this turn, I'm not going to be able to buy cards. Sorry, if I play my goons next turn, I'm not going to be able to buy cards. But the village effect is just so nice. I don't think they'll have their mercenary here, unless I'm missing something. They got a second mercenary. That's really interesting. I had not considered that. As a line that something would want to do. I'm going to try to find an estate here. I'd much rather trash an estate than a copper. Do I want the second mercenary? I don't think I do. Maybe that's crazy, but I'm really hoping to find my goons here. Didn't. Can't complain too much. This is a very nice draw for me. I'll pay off my debt. I only have the 2 terminals still, the 1 village, so I'm going to go for a peddler. Yeah, I kind of believe in the second mercenary. The urchins are really nice cards. The city quarter is going to draw you 2 or 3 cards, and you're going to hope to, with those cards, draw more cards. Next turn, I should have quite a few actions. And I'm considering getting something like peddler, city quarter here. I don't really want to pay 4 for a peddler, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to get a city quarter. Take 4 debt. And we'll start to see the annoyance of the mercenary attack. They're going to run out of cards to trash fairly quickly, but in the meantime, it's going to be brutal. I have another city quarter down there. Oh, this will be my mercenary. So Definitely gonna trash coppers here. Draw. Yeah, this is the sad thing about city quarters sometimes. No reason to play that. And do I want to buy a city quarter and put myself in 7 debt? 7 debt seems like too much, especially knowing I have goons come up, so I'll buy a peddler here. The bottom card is city quarter, which will only draw me 1, which is going to be pretty sad. If I'd started with the city quarter and it wasn't the bottom card, I could draw 2. So, yeah, pretty sad. But, kind of what one expects with a game with this many attacks. They've only got... I got 2 trashes in. They've got 2 trashes in. I'm crazy. I did not have a city quarter down there. I could have sworn I did. Huh. Maybe I bought it during the last shuffle. So they're able to draw 1 there, which is nice. I'm going to draw here. I don't like if I don't start with start with 2 city quarters in hand. With a city quarter and 2 actions in hand, my hand size is never going to increase. Certainly not until I get rid of all of the coppers and estates. So they've got 3 trashes in. I'm just going to keep honestly loading up on the city quarters, putting myself in debt. I think I really want to try to get 6 of them to their 5. I'm hoping to get a turn where I have a goons in play in 4 actions, and then I'll be able to do the thing where I gain peddlers for 0 and a victory point. And I'm noticing they don't have a goons yet. They keep discard attacking me, so I kind of think in my head that's a goons, but they have not bought a goons yet. I kind of spiked 6 early. So this is very, very nice. So I'll trash 2. Play the goons. Pay off debt. So I've only got 4 here. This is kind of the issue with what I've done. I need more plus buy. Is it worth it to get an herbalist for the plus buy? I am overdrawing now if I start the hand with a city quarter and not a copper. I have 4 city quarters to their 3, and I have goons. I want to get a goons next turn. So I'm going to go fisherman. Fisherman and peddler are the same. I'll take the peddler for denial purposes, to deny them peddlers, I guess. Oh. Yeah. And the herbalist. And I could believe that's wrong. So I'm going to start with 3 cards. I'm going to draw 1. Unless there's no way for me to increase my hand size now, which is sad. And I believe that's their last trash. No, they still have 1 more trash, and I have 2 more trashes coming. So they have drawn deck now, which is nice. They are in debt, so it may be tough for them to hit 11 money, which is what they want to hit to buy a goons. The decks are similar here. They have 1 extra mercenary, 1 fewer city quarters, but notably they have 5 debt and I have 5 VP. So obviously the VP is better than dead. And those 2 buys I did last turn did not affect me having drawn this copper here. That was the fact that I still have coppers. I'm going to try to get around to my mercenary if I can. Urchin. Keep playing until I find something that's not drawing a card and then trash it. Unless it's the goons, in which case I'll play it. I could even consider trashing a peddler or a fisherman, but this is perfectly fine. Trash 2. Did find the goons, which is nice. Hopefully find the herbalist here. Nice. Okay, continue. So I'm thinking goons, peddler, city quarter. And next turn is going to be Good. I start with 2 city quarters and an action, so I've got everything I need for my deck to kick off. I may even get another city quarter. I'll up 5/3 in the city quarters, and that means I can play, X number of goons per turn. I'm even going to have all these extra peddlers and fishermen. I can completely reasonably consider trashing like an herbalist and a peddler if I need to attack. I'd much rather attack them than get +1 coin in many situations. I'm not really worried about the farmers markets at all. They have to play it 5 times to get 4 VP. And in the meantime, I'm going to have bought 5 peddlers and urchins and stuff. And they do finally have a goons, which is really nice. But they're shorter on city quarters, so the attack's going to hurt them more. Well, they're almost out of actions, I think. Yeah, so this is the draw that one gets. Definitely going to kill 2 coppers. So play all the cantrips. Pay the debt. And I consider what I want to do here. Something like city quarter and 4 peddlers. Is that safe? Yeah, they've only got 1 goons. They can't possibly score that many VP on their turn. It doesn't seem possible. I'm going to have a huge VP lead. And very significant threats to end the game next turn, which will only take 6 money and 4 buys, which seems eminently doable. They've got 3 buys this turn, and they have to make up 16 BP, which seems like too much. I slightly misspoke. I need 7 money and 4 buys. But I anticipate being able to draw a deck here. I have 3 cards which don't draw actions, and I've seen 2 goons, an herbalist, and a mercenary. So I've got 4. So unless 3 of them are right up top here, I should be in good shape. As soon as I find the city quarter, play it. Draw everything up, play everything. And this should just be 2 peddlers and 2 urchins. And a win in the first game. Okay. So that worked out pretty nicely for me. I spiked that real early goons and got lucky there. Beyond that, I think the double mercenary can work. In that case, it didn't end up working that well. I'll see you in game 2.